The greatest rapper alive once said he was sending a sensitive rapper back into his pajama pants. And somehow Lupe Fiasco heard that bat signal.
So, right? It's always a nigga whose rap career didn't manifest. And they always use K-Dot. Like my opinions on Dot, me having barbershop talk about Dot. Y'all always use that. Y'all always use that. Y'all always use that. And then y'all frame me crazy. Then
say that.
Then when your comment section of your fans who you have to cater to, my fans have had some terrible ideas. Terrible ones. Okay. Right? And I had to choose between my label or my fans.
And you chose your
knowing the outcome was gonna be fucked up. And I chose my fans. So I appreciate that when you rile up the niggas in the comments and they get to talking crazy.
Because once again, Lupe has entered the chat. Not with an album, not with the diss record, not with the surprise EP, but with grievance. Today we're talking about one of the most gifted lyricists hip hop has ever produced. A man who once stood as the premier technical vanguard of conscious rap. A bridge connecting the revolutionary spirit of the 1980s to modern lyricism. Public Enemy, KRS-One, Dead Prez to Kendrick Lamar, and the new generation of cerebral rappers. But somehow along the journey, the architect became the hall monitor. The revolutionary became the comment section supervisor. And Lupe Fiasco became perhaps the most sensitive rapper in hip hop history. Let's discuss.
Yeah, I got fame. Yeah, I got fame.
I'm from the fucking Bay.
What it do, Fame family? What it do? It's your boy, iGotFame, and we are back again for another one. Now, before anybody gets emotional, let's establish something. Lupe Fiasco is an incredible artist. There is no discussion about that. Lupe was part of a lineage of 1980s political activism rap. Like I said before, from Public Enemy, KRS-One, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Common, Lupe Fiasco, then on to Kendrick Lamar, Ab-Soul, and the modern conceptual lyricism. Lupe absolutely helped preserve conscious rap during an era where ringtone records, snap music, and commercial formulas were swallowing everything alive. Pause. You always show up at the wrong times. All right. When labels wanted artists to simplify themselves, Lupe, he doubled down. When everybody chased hooks, Lupe gave us mural. When artists chased playlists, Lupe built puzzles. And that's important because hip hop needs its professors. Hip hop needs its nerds. Hip hop needs its mad scientists. But professors can become arrogant. Scholars can become isolated. And geniuses can become prisoners inside their own intellect. And I think that's exactly where Lupe is right now. See, Lupe has a problem. And at this point, Kendrick Lamar occupies real estate inside Lupe's discourse, the way rent-controlled apartments occupy Manhattan. He's always there. Even when nobody asked, Lupe seems genuinely hurt by the fact that Kendrick discussions happen without his name being inserted into the conversation. And now he wants content creators to critique Kendrick.
Rap wise, if I get into my realm, I'm fucking you up.
Right. And I agree with you.
But as far as what you are,
and I agree with you. And I agree with you. I agree with you.
Okay.
So in a battle, who do you think you're better than?
I'm gonna go in there and think I'm better than everybody.
Every fucking body.
Every time.
Including Kendrick.
Every time I go into the battle, I gotta make sure
including Kendrick.
I'm going to feel like I'm better than everybody. That's my opinion, though.
No, including Kendrick. Let me hear you say it.
I'm going to feel like I'm better than everybody. Does that not know what? I'm going to.
Do you think would you be a better rapper than? Would you be a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar in a battle?
What is everybody?
Listen.
Call Kendrick out, question Kendrick, challenge Kendrick. But here's the problem. Nobody owes Lupe that. Nobody owes anybody equal criticism. People discuss what resonates. People discuss what moves culture. People discuss what is active. Kendrick just completed one of the greatest victory laps hip hop has ever seen. Battle victory, chart dominance, tour success, critical acclaim, and cultural relevance. Meanwhile, Lupe appears increasingly concerned with audience conversations.
Hold on. You talking about
What is the problem? Get to the problem.
Lupe, my problem was you jumping in freaking content creators' chats and taking over the live like you're doing right now.
Nah, that's not what happened.
Now when I tell, yes it was. With Curtis, did you not see Curtis King? Did you not see what happened with Curtis King?
I talked to Curtis. Call Curtis right now.
I don't know. I don't have Curtis
on the phone.
I don't have Curtis number. It's my opinion.
Me and Curtis
Talk. I saw how he was. I saw how Curtis.
Cool. Me and Curtis are cool. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Curtis not here. I'm on your live. What's the problem? What's the problem?
Your way of rapping is too difficult to understand. Let's talk about that.
That's unfortunate for you.
No, it's not unfortunate for you. It's for everybody. Except for the Lupe.
It's unfortunate for you.
It's for everybody.
Everybody's not here.
You was in my comments. You was in my comments spamming.
Right.
You was in my comments
talking to you.
You was in my. So let me get it straight.
Talking to
me. You talked about.
What's your problem? Your problem is you can't understand my raps. That's your problem.
Lupe, are you ready? Or are you gonna keep going?
What's your problem?
I'm telling you that you be out here with
raps are too complicated for you.
Not for me, for everybody. It's all documented.
Everybody.
It's documented. You said that why, Lupe, why do you have to have...
How many is everyone?
The 20 million... Are you talking about... You said the 20 million sold records, right, Lupe?
You said everyone.
You said 20 million...
Give me a number. How many out of the 20 million?
The other freaking 100 million, probably. The other 100 million.
Oh, that I didn't sell. So now we're talking about shit I didn't do?
No,
that's
I'm talking about 20
work.
million. Like I said, I'm closer to you than you are to Kendrick. Listen, 20 million.
Right? Who said what? Who didn't say what? Who defended Kendrick? Who criticized Lupe? Who reacted? Who didn't react? Who made videos? Who didn't make videos? Bro, put the pen to paper, drop an album, create moments, move the culture. Artists are supposed to make the conversation, not patrol it. Lupe has become a content consumer. Did I say that out loud? One thing that keeps jumping out to me is this. Lupe presents himself as deeply tapped into creator culture. But honestly, I don't think he's participating. I think he's monitoring.
Paralleled it to like what he had to do with the battle rap joint or whatever. So
yeah,
what I'm curious about is when it comes to people needing credentials to critique or have something to say about the material or the art, does that apply to the fans that you were dictating the creative direction to, or is it just for people who have to critique? Because
not critiques. I won't cut you off. Not critiques and not opinions, but when you're telling somebody what they should do.
Because this isn't new. He's appeared in Curtis King's streams. He's argued in comment sections. He's responded to reactors. He's debated creators. And now he inserts himself directly into KoalaTea's live stream. Now, if you don't know KoalaTea, he's a fairly new content creator who's established a pretty large following in a short amount of time. And almost like an artist searching his own name on Twitter at 3 a.m. I just got to say, Lupe, that's not community engagement. That's surveillance. That's checking your Yelp reviews every 15 minutes. At some point, it starts looking less like confidence and more like insecurity, especially for someone widely considered one of hip hop's elite lyricists. So back to Koala, because Koala exposed something from Lupe. It didn't take him much, but I can honestly say that Koala did bait Lupe and Lupe took the bait, but Lupe was already in the chat. So
what did you have to say? Do you want me to start off or you want to start off, Lupe?
I mean, you got the smoke.
Okay, you said my name and your mouth have a one-sided relationship. What did you mean by that?
I mean, you always got my name in your mouth.
What's always?
Every time I come on YouTube, right, your show pops up because you're in my algorithm, I guess, right? And whenever my name is in your mouth, it's always like sexy smoke.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So I'm like, what's the problem?
Oh, my problem is I didn't really have a problem with you per se. What I was bringing out was you had,
Because this ain't the first time. Like this ain't
yeah.
the first jump, right?
What you did with
You have like a habit of doing this. So I just want to. I normally get people face to face, whether whoever it be, right? People get my phone number. They want to do it like this. They want email. So anybody that ever says my name and they have a certain amount of kind of clout or reputation like you,
I
so it's like I just if we got smoke. I mean, you got 40,000 followers, right?
Okay, Lupe, you right. I am lit. You right. My bad.
Yo, shout the season, man.
Right. So, I mean, you're not like nobody.
Yeah.
You know. So I give people the opportunity to smoke. So smoke.
Okay. My thing is, when you said that comment, you said I'm having a one-sided relationship. Is that the same one-sided relationship that you had with Kendrick name in your mouth?
Again, the KoalaTea stream was fascinating. There were funny times. It was entertaining, messy, but revealing.
Yeah, I'm not little Chernobyl type, Chernobyl face ass nigga.
Yeah.
So
Hold on, you little confused face looking motherfucker. You are genetically confused in the face. Let's not do the roasted shit, all right? You are genetically confused in your face. You always squinting like this when it comes to talking to me. And I be like, yo, Lupe Fiasco, you gotta relax with all the, don't be doing the
I wear glasses.
You're doing it now. It's like your body also stresses out from how you think. It's like your face, genetic.
So was my last.
And as a matter of fact, I didn't always agree with Koala's takes. I don't agree with a lot of people's takes in these communities. And that's the beauty of it, that we don't have to agree with each other. But again, this conversation was revealing because Lupe's entire argument boiled down to everybody critiques me, but nobody critiques Kendrick. And that sounds less like artistic analysis and more like emotional bookkeeping. Lupe even admitted this is going to be a bad look for me, which means he understands perception. Take a look. So with that, he knows exactly how this appears, yet he still cannot resist interjecting. That tells me something important. This isn't really about Kendrick. This isn't really about KoalaTea. This isn't really about criticism. This is about validation. See, Lupe wants acknowledgement. He wants his greatness reaffirmed. He wants people to remember he belongs in these conversations. And honestly, as somebody who studies psychology, I see that, and to me, that says, okay, Lupe is human, but it's also dangerous because the moment you start demanding recognition, you've already lost part of the aura. Kendrick doesn't enter live streams. Kendrick doesn't ask reactors to critique Drake equally. Kendrick doesn't talk. Kendrick doesn't ask audiences to remember he's great. He just releases work and then the culture responds. Now, this is where things become interesting psychologically. Lupe uses what I call credential gating. Whenever criticism appears, he reaches for credentials. 22 million records sold, 30 years of experience, MIT, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Atlantic Records, professorship, industry history, academic achievements, blah, blah, blah. And listen, those accomplishments matter, but they don't make someone immune from criticism because hip hop was never built on credential. Hip hop was built on proving yourself every single day. That's battle rap DNA. And Kendrick comes from battle rap DNA. Whether Lupe Fiasco would like to admit it or not, people forget that Kendrick sharpened his sword in Nickerson Gardens, competitive environments, ciphers, street battles, testing yourself publicly. Battle rap doesn't care where you teach. Battle rap doesn't care how many papers you published. Battle rap asks, can you win? Can you adapt? Can you create moments? Can you move people? Lupe seems to believe authority should determine validity. Hip hop has always believed impact determines authority. Those are fundamentally different philosophies. Now, one thing that genuinely surprised me was hearing Lupe refer to people primarily as fans. Because in creator spaces, we don't really use that language. We say supporters, community, members, audience, because we understand something, that there is no platform without the people. Without every single one of you that watches and supports this video and videos like this from content creators like myself and KoalaTea and Big Zo and Curtis King and Jay Nolan, that there is no platform without the people. No channel exists in isolation. No podcast survives alone. No creator grows without community. Lupe often talks about fans almost like students or subordinates or people who haven't earned the right to speak, as if understanding Lupe is an advanced placement course. And maybe that's connected to his career journey, because Lupe sacrificed commercial success. He fought Atlantic, rejected the 360 deal, protected ownership, protected masters. He chose independence. That's admirable. I'll give him that. But that sacrifice also appears to have produced resentment, a sense that audiences didn't fully appreciate what he gave up, a sense that supporters failed him. And now criticism feels personal, not analytical, personal. And one thing I have to bring up is this AI issue, because we talk about AI a lot. I hate AI being used in music. So Lupe also found himself disconnected from many artists during the AI debates. Now, I understand nuance. I understand experimentation. I understand academic curiosity. But hip hop is a culture built around human expression, human imperfections, human pain, human struggle. Many artists fear AI because they see it as replacing authenticity. So when people use AI to make music, something that's built and a foundation for this community we call hip hop, it hurts. And meanwhile, Lupe often approaches these conversations from an academic perspective. MIT, research, innovation, possibility, and while intellectually interesting, it felt culturally tone deaf, because communities don't always evaluate technology academically. They evaluate it emotionally. How does this affect artists? How does this affect livelihood? How does this affect culture? Again, Lupe often sounds like someone speaking from the podium while everyone else is speaking from the block. Now, I didn't really want to be long-winded with this, but I was actually watching Flex Your Mind Network this morning, and some of the conversations that he was having kind of encouraged me to do this. So here's my actual conclusion. I don't think Lupe is necessarily jealous of Kendrick, or I would like to think that. I think Lupe is mourning relevance, not commercial relevance, not money, not fame, no pun intended to myself, narrative relevance. More like it. For years, Lupe resented elite lyricism. Now Kendrick occupies much of that symbolic space, and every conversation about greatness unintentionally reminds Lupe that the center of gravity shifted, and that's painful, especially for someone who sacrificed mainstream success voluntarily, especially for someone who chose what he calls the noble route, especially for someone who genuinely believes he may be the best pure lyricist alive. So he monitors discourse, challenges creators. He demands critique parody, questions narratives. He defends credentials, reasserts expertise, because beneath all of it, I think Lupe wants reassurance. He wants confirmation. He wants people to say, we didn't forget. And honestly, nobody forgot. People still respect Lupe, or they did. People still study Lupe. People still consider him one of the greatest technical rappers ever, or at least top 20. He's at least top 20 for me. But greatness isn't maintained through live stream argument. Greatness isn't preserved through comment sections. Greatness isn't protected through credential checks. Greatness survives through creation. So if Lupe wants to remind everybody who he is, stop arguing with YouTubers. Stop auditing comment sections. Stop checking attendance. Pick up the fucking pen, Lupe. Make another masterpiece, because hip hop doesn't need Professor Lupe lecturing the audience. Hip hop misses artist Lupe, and those are two different people. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Lupe is simply defending craftsmanship in an era dominated by algorithms. Or maybe the most technically gifted rapper of his generation has become the most emotionally invested spectator in his own legacy. But these are my thoughts. So tell me what y'all think. Is Lupe misunderstood? Is he protecting lyricism? Or has one of hip hop's greatest minds become trapped inside his own comment section? Drop your thoughts below. Like, follow, subscribe, become part of the community. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. way. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your fucking head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got